In this demonstration I'm going to show how to use the Modbus OPC server and use Excel as an OPC client to get data from an external device. So we set up one Modbus external device TCP master port. We named it port_1. We gave it an IP address. We have to change this to whatever IP address your server is located on, your device. We changed the time to 250 to make it a little bit faster. We set up some reads, holding registers, coils, inputs. Now let's launch Excel. And we see the first thing is security warning. It's because macros have been disabled by default. You can turn this on so where you never get the warning, or you can go into the configuration and set up a trusted location for this file. For us, we'll just say enable content, which allows us to execute macros. We hit connect. We can go back to the monitor and see that we have a client connected. We can now issue a read. We're watching the timestamps and the values here. Issue read. There's the values changing and the timestamp changing. I'm going to change that value from 78 to 11. Issue another read, and there's the value. I'm going to write these coil values. We hit write. Then we issue a read to read them back, and we see that they did change. If we change them to 1, you can put true or false in here. Issue a write. We'll just change them to show it. Issue a read, and there's the values coming back. The VBA script is pretty simple for the example. Microsoft Visual Basic. Here's the script, the connect button, some global variables, disconnect button, on data change, which we're not using, the read button where it sets up the items to read, does a read, then the write button where it reads the values from the cells and does a write. It gets all of its data from the cells. So for example right here where it's trying to get the OPC server to connect to, it reads the cells row 4 column 2. In this case it's row 4 column 2. So this is the name of the OPC server that we're going to be connecting to. The OPC items, same thing, it gets it from row 8 plus I column 2, which happens to be these right here. In MODOPC, the item ID for OPC is always the port name, period, and then the register. And this can be holding register /1 for a bit or /R to read a reel. You can look at the help file to see all the different addressing modes. Okay, that's it.